Today I'm going to be talking about using the QuadLock mounting system to put your phone on two different style bikes. I ordered the motorcycle handlebar mount kit from QuadLock, and this is what it came with. The part that you don't see is I ordered the black push button here, which I'm not quite sure why it doesn't come with that to begin with, but it comes with the blue, and I bought that separately to finish the blacked out look. And so I'm just going to go over sort of what the controls and options are here. So this comes separated out of the box, and this is the piece that actually interacts with your phone. You can sort of rotate this to line up the way that you'd like. And then if you choose to change the push button, the way that you remove that is to take this screw out, open this up, and then you need to remove this little spring clip. I recommend using the Allen wrench to kind of pop it out. And then you can take this out of the little detents that are in here and swap it out with the other color. So I opted to try this with just the simple mount here. I'm eventually going to try the wireless charger if this works out okay. But each of these connectors here have these little gear things where they lock into a certain position, and you can then, once you find the position that you like, you just go ahead and tighten using the included Allen key to lock in that angle. And so I'm going to try a couple of different things on my two bikes today to kind of show some options for it. And the other thing is the inside liner here. It's a plastic kind of O-ring style thing. They give you three sizes. So it comes with the 25 millimeter installed, and you also have 28 and 22 millimeter options. And I'm not sure what the imperial unit equivalents are, but I'm just going to throw them on my bike and see what fits. Here is an up-close and personal view of my current cockpit, which you guys may not have ever really seen this angle before. What I have here is my front dash cam. I have a garage door opener over here. And then I have currently the Ram X grip mounted with a Telferizer, a ball mount, and the fork stem. And then I run a USB cable up to charge, and this is connected where I have my battery tender in, and I just swap that out with a USB adapter so I can just kind of plug it in. And when not in use, I tuck this into the fairing so that it's kind of out of the way. So this is the replacement, or this is the setup that I'm replacing. The X grip is pretty good. I've never had a problem with it, and I've traveled quite a bit using it, but it always kind of hits the side buttons, and I wanted an option for my Harley as well, so I looked to see other options. And so we'll compare this Ram X grip to the QuadLock in this video. Two other quick comments, right? You can see my GoPro mount. This is where you see my track day videos, as well as the Öhlins front fork, so that might look a little different than what you're accustomed to. If this was my primary application, I would be looking to use that ball mount and the fork stem rather than do what I'm about to do. But since I bought this with the handlebar mount in mind, I'm gonna mount it here for comparison, then remove it and put it on my Road King after that. So 25.4 millimeters, 1 inch, that's what it looks like is gonna fit over here. I'm not going to bother lining this up any better because this is temporary and is going to come down. Now I got to switch phones to take this. right, this might take some experimentation, but we'll see what we can do here. This is just my first attempt. We'll see what kind of adjustments after riding around for a little while. But now I'll hook the phone up and show you what it looks like. Now, one of the reasons I went with this over the X-Grip was because I was concerned about vibrations, especially in the handlebar of this bike. So let's take a look. This is a 2008 Harley-Davidson Road King, and it's pretty low profile, and I like the way that's looking. I do wish it kind of came in chrome, but it matches that little bezel there, which isn't stock to the year. That was actually an add-on from a later model year. But just to give you an idea of what it looks like to have your phone there in landscape mode, mounted right in the middle of the handlebars, I think it's a pretty good spot. One of the things I love about this bike is this lack of infotainment and bells and whistles. It's just sort of your stripped down Harley touring bike, but it does get old a little bit exploring new places and getting lost and having to pull over. So having a little bit of a phone there you can access once in a while isn't a bad thing. My first impressions are really positive. It seems rock solid. The build quality is good. It looks better than I thought, considering it's all black and made out of plastic. Yeah, I like it quite a bit. So I'll stick with it for a while and then maybe end up adding the wireless charger option. But yeah, happy with this. Well, very positive first impression, and you can definitely see how if you rotated this forward or back or whatever, you could get some cool views of yourself riding or some other views. Right now, I just have it parallel with this face for, you know, reading maps and stuff, but it seems like a pretty versatile mount. I mean, you could even mount those on the crash bars if you wanted, but positive first impression, guys. As usual, thank you for watching, and if you like my channel, please comment, like, subscribe, and tell me what else you'd like to see.